If you are an empath or a sensitive soul who often feel drained by the energy around you, you need self-care routine to recharge. Here are 11 self-care tips for you. Tip number 1. If you are unsure what self-care is or how to look after yourself, start by thinking about how you take care of others. Empath naturally knows how to care for others. By noticing how you care for others, you can then do the same for yourself. That's one way to practice self-care. For example, when someone is having a rough day, you are there for them, offering them support, listening to them, and sharing some encouraging words. When you are having a bad day yourself and feeling drained, you can do the same for yourself. You can be there for yourself, you can support yourself, you can listen to your needs and uplift your spirit with kind words too. Simple, right? This is the most basic thing you can do for yourself. Tip number 2. Don't just zero in on one area of self-care. Think about all three: the body, the mind, and the spirit. These three are all connected. When you take care of your body, you will elevate your mind and spirits too. But if your soul is feeling drained by negativity around you, your body will feel tired too, making it hard for your mind to concentrate on anything. So it's important to pay attention to all three key areas and not let one drag your energy down. In this video, I've broken down the tips by body, mind, and spirit. Tip number 3, 4, 5 are all about the body. Tip 6, 7, 8 focus on the mind. And tip 9, 10, 11 are for the spirit. I structure the video like this to help you build a well-rounded self-care routine. Tip number 3. If you're like me and you spend all day in front of a computer, it's super important to get your body moving. Movement is a form of self-care. Our body are made to move and our joints are meant to bend. So you got to move it, move it. Just a bit of exercise or even some simple stretches are great for your body. It can be running, swimming, yoga, or just hitting the gym. But if you're anything like me, you might prefer something slower or more peaceful like walking, hiking in nature, or Tai Chi. These type of exercises might be more suitable for you as an empath. The only intense workout I love is dancing. As an empath, I feel the energy and emotion deeply. So dancing is an easy way to let go and just vibe with the melody. Especially those upbeat, fun songs that really get my energy going. So think about what you can add to your daily routine. Even just standing up, taking a walk around the house, or doing some simple basic stretches is great. Just remember to move more frequently. Tip number 4. Do something that relaxes your body. Try shaking your body like this to help release tension. Breathing exercise can also help you relax. Simple exercise like hugging a pillow or a tree works too. If you are feeling insecure or overwhelmed, hugging a pillow can actually make you feel very safe. It's like you have something to hold on to and calms your nerve. Sometimes when my nerves react to the energy around me, I like to gently stroke my body too. It's just like how you stroke your cat or dog. You can do the same for yourself. You can also try tapping or light slapping. These are easy way to keep your body recharged and feeling safe. There are many other things you can do like a salt bath, massage, or cold plunge. But here's the thing. Tip number 5. Focus on nurturing your body, not just following what your mind thinks it needs to do. So what do I mean by this? In my book, Love Your Body, I talk about my journey with being underweight from a young age. As a teen or young adult, I tried to gain weight, but I never succeeded. You know why? I was doing it based on my mind's ideas body image. I was trying to achieve that standard weight range that was defined by BMI. I wasn't gaining weight for my own body's sake. It was only 5 years ago that I started nurturing my body for its own benefit. Once my intention was right, gaining weight became easier. I began eating nutritious food and exercising to truly nurture my body. I wasn't forcing myself to gain weight just because I thought it was good for me. This little shift helped me gain over 10 kilograms, about 22 pounds in a year. There are many different methods to take care of yourself, and you can look up their health benefit. But at the end of the day, you want to check in with your body and see how it feels. Are you doing an exercise or healing practice because someone else say it's good, or does your body actually feel good about it? What's right for others might not be right for you. So always trust the feedback that your body gives you. Tip number 6. Now we are diving into the realm of the mind. You want to include something in your self-care routine that really calms your mind. Think of activities that slow down your thoughts, such as meditation, mindfulness practice, watching the sky or the river, sitting in silence, or just listening to calming music or the sound of water flowing. Sometimes it's not about what you do, but what you don't do. Maybe you can take a break from social media or steer clear of news and TV shows that overstimulate your minds. Those things don't really help in keeping a healthy and calm mind. By cutting down on these activities, you'll probably find yourself less drained too. Your mind will become quieter and less reactive to the world around you. And you know what? When you see negative news and you feel down about the state of the world, you're actually training your mind to be reactive to these events. Negative condition, and then you feel depressed. Bad news, and then you become in panic mode. This is the opposite of a self-care routine. It's more like a self-hurting routine. Tip number 7, audit your thoughts. There's a lot of clutter up here in our minds, and most of us don't even notice it running in the background. It's like having a bunch of apps running in your background of on your phone or computer. They're not really helping you out. They're just slowing you down. So it's important to audit your thoughts from time to time. To even start, you have to practice a bit of mindfulness and be aware of your thoughts. One easy way is to just pause and check in what's happening up here. And you may start to realize that, wow, this is the kind of noise I'm letting my mind play in the background. Time to switch channel. The goal here is not to get lost in your thoughts. It's to spot recurring terms of belief that aren't really helping you. So you can start to change them. What you are aiming for is a bit of space between your mind and your awareness. In that way, you won't believe everything that your mind tells you is true. I've got a video that dives deeper into this topic. You can check the video over here. Tip number 8. I don't know about you, but when I'm feeling drained or overwhelmed, my mind starts to feel rather chaotic. And one thing I love to do is to organize my mind by tidying up my physical and digital spaces. As I mentioned earlier, the state of our minds impact our body and spirit. When our mind is clear, our body and spirit feel uplifted too. Empaths in particular are sensitive not just to the people, but also the energy from things around us. If something feels broken or give off a negative vibe, it's best to remove it from a space. It may not seem like it makes a difference, but subconsciously we are still affected by their energy over time. If you feel exhausted and can't recover at home, check your environment for things holding you down energy wise. Sometimes it could be the things in your home. Instead, surround yourself with items that makes you happy or spark joy. The same goes for your digital space. We spend a lot of time on our phones and computers these days. If you got unused apps or clutter like 10 similar photos, it's time to delete some of them. Doing so can improve your mood and bring some clarity to your mind. Tip number 9. We finally make it to the spirit category. Here is about two things: connecting internally and externally. It's about connecting with your spiritual self and feeling at one with the world. Let's dive into the inner connection first. To nurture your spirit, do what makes it happy. We're not talking about what your mind or ego loves or what brings physical pleasure. It's about lifting your spirit and feeling truly yourself. So ask yourself, what do you love doing? What makes you feel alive? For me, I love daydreaming. It sparks my creativity, which is the essence of my spirit. I even name my spirit Wonder because I love to wonder about things. You can also give your spirit a name too. It will remind you of the essence of a spirit. And I got this idea from the intuitive guide, Sonia Choquette. I also love singing and listening to music, whether it's a sad or happy song. I know this may sound a little bit ironic, but melancholy songs actually makes me feel more alive. As an empath, feeling some emotion is better than feeling emotionally flat. So I enjoy these songs from time to time. But some of you might be thinking, singing isn't for me. And that's totally cool. Find what speaks to your spirit. It might even be a place you love. For me, I enjoy nature, libraries, and cafe. Nature calms and connects you with your soul. Library and bookstores. I love books since I was young, so visiting a library excites me. I always wonder what new information I will discover today. And cafes, I just love the chill vibes and aesthetic. Number 10, laugh and don't take things too seriously. Laughter is the best way to connect with your spirit. Your spirit and your guides, they are never too heavy or serious. If you are feeling down about the world or stuck in negativity, remember that's just your ego talking. You are tuning into your ego's view, not your spirit's. Your true self is never down. It doesn't focus on the problem. Instead, it's tuned into the solution. Whenever I connect with my spirit guide or the universe, they're actually super playful. They are always making me laugh with how they show me the signs. They are always totally unexpected and beyond what I can imagine. Even if it's something important that I need to hear, their voice will be very firm but yet calm. They are never forceful like they try to make me follow their guidance. It's not like this. It's not a dictatorship. They are really light-hearted. So tuning into their vibe and letting go of anything that's holding you back is a form of self-care too. Tip number 11. Let's talk about connecting with others. This is huge for empath. We often steer clear of people who leave us feeling drained or exhausted. But it's crucial not to shut ourselves off from others and lose our compassion, because that's not going to bring us the joy and love that we crave. When our spirit is connected, we are linked to everyone else in the world. We are all interconnected, like tapping into a network of spiritual energy. So, how do we do this? First, we have to stop seeing people only through their egos. Sure, people have egos and they can cause suffering to this world, but it's important for us to protect ourselves from their negative energy. But remember, that's not their true self. They are acting from their egoic self, not who they genuinely are. You don't have to go out of your way to fix their suffering, but don't close your heart to others. Because once you close your heart, not only do you close your connection with humanity, you also lose your connection with yourself, your spiritual self. You lose the compassionate person you're meant to be. I pick up this and other crucial lesson after my spiritual awakening, and you can check it out in this video.